Healing Journey Homeschool explores personal power reclamation by embracing the everyday healing journey of life and prioritizing subconscious communication. And two specific things we focus on in Healing Journey Homeschool are daily ritual elements and coping tricks for the Coping Tricks Toolbox. Daily ritual elements are used for sunrise or wake up morning rituals and sunset or bedtime evening rituals. And the Coping Tricks Toolbox is filled with coping tips, tricks, and tools to use throughout the day between those two rituals. And so with this format, it really provides power for every piece of the day, particularly areas where it's needed. For example, a lot of times our days can flow really smoothly if we can just get through that first little section and really embrace the day and somehow get into a mindset of I got this. And so having that rising ritual to transition from sleeping to embracing the day is really powerful. And a lot of times we can, rest and get a good night's sleep if we can only let go of the day. Otherwise there's, insomnia or this and that and anxiety and not getting deep rest. And so bedtime evening rituals are really important to transition from daytime to sleeping or rest state. And then during the day, it's important to still be there for our consciousness, even as we're seizing the day, even as we're being adults, even as we're working at our jobs, even as we're showing up in our relationships, all of those things. And so having a Coping Tricks Toolbox with things that can be applied throughout the day, you don't have to drop everything and go over here to do this thing. It's coping tricks and resources that can be applied throughout the day where you are, meeting yourself where you're at unconditionally. And so by having these daily ritual elements that are particularly applied when you first wake up and before you go to bed at night, and a Coping Tricks Toolbox with coping tips, tricks, and tools to use throughout the day between those transitional periods, you're really reclaiming your power every single day and every single moment. And by prioritizing subconscious communication, you're cultivating a relationship with the other 95% of your consciousness that normally gets neglected. We typically only use conscious awareness communication, and we only ever address 5% of our beings. And that's why we don't see the results and magical change and transformation we desire. And so by showing up unconditionally every single day, embracing every moment as an opportunity, always showing up for ourselves, always knowing that there's something we can do to be there for ourselves. And by prioritizing having a relationship with our own consciousness, we literally reclaim every piece of our power and completely transform our life experience in the process. And that's really what Healing Journey Homeschool is all about.